Hey everyone, Jenna Jackson coming at you with 6 tips on how you can lower your phone bill without having to change out your phone system or change phone companies. First one is to get rid of any unused features. Directory assistance is a big one. I remember back in the day when people used to call 411 and talk to an operator to get a phone number or an address. That's all unnecessary because of Google these days. So you can call your phone company, have them put a block on directory assistance. And that'll save you $1.50 to $2 per call every time somebody calls directory assistance. It adds up. Also, back in the day, it used to be your phone company would provide caller ID or call forwarding variables, any of those features that phone systems, a lot of them will now provide. So if you think that might be you, you can ask your phone vendor what features you're getting through the phone system that you don't need to be paying for from the carrier. Typically, you can save $3.50 per feature per line. So it's worth it to investigate that. Tip number 2, disconnect any telephone numbers that you're not using anymore. When you port numbers from one carrier to another, you may only request that they port these 3 numbers, but the new carrier may port all 20 numbers. You may not know it. You might be billing for all these numbers that need to be disconnected. Also, typically companies buy blocks of DIDs and then don't use them all. So it's possible you could disconnect 80 DIDs and save yourself $20 a month just in disconnecting those unused DIDs. And then toll-free numbers. A lot of businesses will hang on to a toll-free number even after it's not being advertised. Nobody still uses it. You can go back and check the usage to see if it's actually being used. I'd also recommend making a test phone call into an 800 number that you don't recognize. A lot of times, they don't even ring to a phone number. So you can disconnect that easily. And that's instant savings. Tip number 3 is there are fees that you may be racking up that you're not aware of. Number 1 is a minimum monthly fee. It'll show up as MMF fee or maybe an MMR fee, minimum monthly revenue fee. What that means is when you signed your contract, it's possible that you may have, instead of signing a contract for, let's say, a PRI or a certain kind of phone service, you may have signed a contract for a dollar amount. So if your minimum monthly fee is $500, but you're able to get your phone bill down to $440, some carriers will bill you an extra $60 charge just to get you back up to your minimum monthly fee. If that's the case, call your carrier directly, talk to your account rep, negotiate with them, talk to them, see if there's something you can do to lower that fee. And once it's lowered, you can also ask for a credit for some of those charges. It's not guaranteed, but it's worth a shot to ask, right? Maybe they'll meet you halfway. They'll say, well, we should have notified you that you're under billing, but you signed the contract, so we'll pay half of it, something like that. Worth a shot. Another fee is the paper invoice fee. You can set up an account online with almost every phone carrier now so that you can view your statement online. And then that paper invoice fee is anywhere from $7 to $20, $25. So you can just get the one-page statement in the mail letting you know that your bill is available, and then your accounts payable person can go in online and pull the full detail of the bill. Also, if you're a business that uses account codes, for example, a law firm will bill by account code, so they need the full detail of all 40 pages of their phone bill. You can still do this. Just get the one-page statement in the mail, and then your accounts payable person can print it from your computer. Guaranteed, it's going to be much cheaper to print it out yourself than to have the phone company sending it to you. So, quick way to save some money. Tip number 4, how to save on long distance, is if you are a business that uses long distance consistently every month, you know every month I use 3,700 minutes of long distance. You can call the phone company and ask them if you can get a discount if you buy a bundle of minutes. It's like a bucket of minutes that you use per month, and it doesn't carry over to the next month. But you can buy a bucket at a discounted rate because you committed to that 4,000 minutes every month. I wouldn't recommend this if you're a seasonal business and you're going to have 2 months where your usage is very high, or if your long distance is fluctuating. Not worth it. But if you can get a discount on long distance, go for it. The other thing you can do is you can just call and ask if you can get one of your long distance rates lowered. Do a little bit of research. You can find out what the going rate is, and then call out the phone company and say, hey, I need you to cut my long distance rate in half, or cut it down from this to this, and see if you can get them to negotiate with you on that. Tip number 5, conference calling. There are all kinds of free services now for business conference calling that you do not have to be paying exorbitant amounts for. And then Skype is also another viable option for businesses. So see if maybe that's something that your business can take advantage of and completely eliminate conference calling costs. Number 6 is, even if you are not up for renewal, let's say you're a year and a half into a 3-year contract, you can call up your phone company and offer to renew for an additional year and a half. So essentially start a new 3-year term over right now for a lower rate. And sometimes phone companies will do that. Of course, only do this if you're very happy with your phone company, you don't want to switch, and you're just looking to see if you can get a little bit of a lower rate. So, those are my 6 tips for how to lower your phone bill. Because telecom is so serious and phone services are so boring, I try to lighten it up a little bit. So every video I'm going to end with a joke. Might be a good one, might be a corny one, but either way, here's your joke. A man walks into a bar and orders a drink. Then he notices there are pieces of meat nailed to the ceiling of the bar. So he asks the barman what they're for. The barman replies, "If you can jump up and pull one of them down, you get free beer all night. If you fail, you have to pay the bar $100. Well, what do you think? You want to have a go at it?" The man thinks about it for a minute and says, "Nah, stakes are too high." Have a great day.